You want it moister? The more moisture you have, the faster you got to eat it. Wednesday morning, beef jerky went on last night, so it's been in 12 hours. 12 hours, question mark. So that's a thin piece, pretty good. I'll check some thicker pieces. Good, and it's deceptive too. Right now it's warm, so it's pliable. Take a few pieces out, let it cool down to room temperature. It gets harder, and it'll seem less moist. Could it go longer? Sure it could. Tastes better this way though. Well, texture's better. Today in the Zip Tie Chronicles, I found a golf ball. Looks like it's been hit with a lawnmower. I found 1, 2, 3, 4 separate pieces of zip tie in that chicken coop there, just walking around checking fence lines and stuff. Don't do it very often on the internal fences, but figured I would check them out. So that duck's after mama duck, and the geese will try to break it up. And then you have guineas on the outside trying to figure out how to get inside. Never mind that they flew over the fence to get out there. She sure seems to be chasing him. I guess she's waiting for him to mate her. Come on, dum-dum, get to work. Come on. Oh, come on. Ooh. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. That's love, baby. Let's get it on. Or maybe they already did, I don't know. Oh look, here's a nest here. Somebody put an egg there. And there's a nest full of nice clean eggs. There's bugs running down the wire. Apple possum jeans, boobs with the fur. That's not how it goes? Arrow, beef, and pork. And it's dried?
Nope. That's,
okay.
That's all natural, straight from the saw blade.
So this is just, so this is the kickback. Okay.
Yeah.
Off the saw.
It is. It's about 4 hours.
So it's got bone and bone marrow in it.
Sure does.
So they don't even have to chew it up. And you think chickens, I bet the dogs would eat the...
Yeah, dogs will tear this up too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
So what do you think? Just like sprinkle it out for them? Give them a bowl of it?
Yeah, a bowl. But the farmer that gets this for his chickens, he swears by it.
Moisture, cook it less. You want it to store a little longer, cook it longer. The more moisture you have, the faster you got to eat it, because it will eventually mold. You got this box, and what's in here?
2 sets of rechargeable CR123.
So there's 4 batteries in this.
4 batteries and 2 little chargers that should only be this big.
Deforestation in progress.
This is what's in this box, 2 of these.
Oh, Surefire. I wonder who's making Surefire's batteries now. Back in the day, forever ago, they were coming out of Mexico. That's pretty neat. And these are 123s? They look too small for 123s. So how much were these?
30 a set.
And what's your runtime on them?
Oh, I have no idea.
Could we keep these on a shelf for 10 years, come back, and they'll run? Like once we charge them up, they're good to go as though they were new?
The rule of thumb with lithiums is store at 50%.
So do you suspect that they shipped these 50%?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some of these. It seems like a great idea because I have so many. I don't even really use a lot of Surefire lights anymore that take 123s. Just ever since I put the stiletto in the pocket. And
My thing with this is I have stuff that runs 18650s, and as a byproduct, it'll run these. If I have a light that'll only run these, it won't run on an 18650, so I have nothing rechargeable for it.
Got it.
So that was pretty much the point behind these, and it runs off a USB, so I can charge it off a battery pack.
So I like the idea of the world is over and you're gonna have to recharge stuff, right? But I want to be able to just carry, you know, if we're out doing whatever, I want to have a handful of batteries in a pocket or on a divider or something.
This route more so than that route, because then at this point I've got backups and refills.
Right, so we can have these available, but still have, you know, a box of 72, 120. I mean, we buy 123s in boxes of 72 or 100, so we have a lot of them. But I like the idea of having the ability to recharge if need be. It's awesome. And this one's going to be the actual size of the box.
It should be a little smaller.
Let me see the card. What's that?
$100 wine voucher.
No, you don't need that.
Not the first time I've got
Yeah, no, I see them all the time. Problem with your order? Don't call us. Did you order this? Not through Amazon, right?
This is through Amazon.
Okay. UPG, Universal Battery, AGM type. How'd you pick this particular battery? What made you pick that brand or whatever?
That's just one of the first ones I found.
Good reviews.
Sort of mixed. Some people had problems, but
So obviously plastic, you don't want to drop it around. We definitely wouldn't want it sliding around. What's the application for this typically? What are people buying this for?
usually to use with solar. It's a deep cycle battery, so it can be discharged down and then recharged slow. With a car battery, they're designed to dump all their power up front and then immediately be fully recharged and topped off.
Could we run a car on this?
Yeah, absolutely. You could if you had to. You don't really want to long term.
Kind of expensive battery for that, isn't it?
You've got deep cycles in the Suburban and stuff. This is just an AGM deep cycle that's designed to be drawn down low. But you still don't want to discharge past 50% if you want to get a long life out of it.
So what did this cost?
$200.
That seems inexpensive.
The Renogy has their own brand one. That'll be the next one I pick up. And it's just a gray case, looks like this.
How much is the Renogy?
About $230, not too much more.
So will you run this with the Renogy? You'll put it in the same stack?
Yeah.
The numbers work?
And it'll be the same capacity as well.
Got it. Solar system, small, tiny house solar system. Rather than running larger systems, we're running multiple small systems. I don't know what the temperature out is, but it is nice. T-shirt. I think we're supposed to get up to about 60 today. So far, the weather guessers are saying that our weather is going to be 50 degrees for our event the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We'll have a ton of people here on the property on Friday. By the time you see this, it will probably be too late for you. We've been talking about the upcoming event for about 6 months now. So if you don't know, then you didn't know. And if you're seeing this now, you are too late. So this is cuttings from a butcher shop off the bone saw where they're cutting. It's bone marrow, meat, and bone fragment. Not bone fragment, bone dust really. A little bit of chicken from the chicken Amanda cut up process last night. So chicken fat and chicken meat attached to chicken fat. You can't freeze dry fat, doesn't freeze dry well. So all that gets cut off. So that's the cutoffs from that. And there's a little bit of fridge clean out, some hamburger from last year or so. Friend, I guess he had new stuff, went in the freezer or stuff that had expired that they couldn't sell or whatever they were doing with it. That goes to the dogs too. We would totally eat it, but we've got so much stuff already. So dogs get it. They have never seen this meat before, bone marrow. I didn't pay attention to what was going on here. She walked in here first. Luckily, the other one went to the other kennel, so not a dog fight this morning. Is that good? Is that good? Is that good? Guess they don't need that golf ball. Now you guys want in. You won't stay in when I need you to stay in, but now you want in. It's always weird the things they eat and don't eat, like those pitas. You would think that chickens would gobble those pitas up. I didn't open that gate, and those two chickens just jumped through the fence anyways. And in coming through the fence, it opened when the one perched up there and the other one came running in. Leave this out, let the dogs lick it clean. They're eating the corn, but they're not eating the layer pellet for some reason, which is kind of odd. Eggs are a little low, a lot of poop in the box, which means they're probably sleeping in the nest box. So the fix to that is you just come out here right about dark while they're perched up, push any out of the box and open this like this. Now you have to make a conscious effort to get out here in the morning before sunlight and open that so that they can lay their eggs. If you don't, they're going to lay an egg. You're just not going to know where the egg is. Then it's an Easter egg hunt. Now that's what this timer is. When this timer is working properly, you come out and you just push this down like so, and then whatever you have the timer set for, this opens and that comes down like that. And over time there's been corrosion and debris in the pivot points and it doesn't slam as loud as it used to. Come on out of there. What are you doing? You'll have chickens that will just literally sit in there all day. Maybe she's in there about to lay, or maybe she's in there trying to eat eggs. We make enough that we don't worry about it right now, but I'll come back and clean that matting out of the poop. Not even gonna feed them today. Their feed trough is full, so they'll get hungry, start eating that layer pellet. Looking at your birds every day, you'll notice things like if your eggs are way down, first thing to look at is water. Even though your water has water in it, is something blocked it where they can't get to water. Because when they don't have water, they'll stop making eggs right away. How about feed? Plenty of food and corn. What that means is we're feeding them way too much. They're being given food and the food's being wasted. Got my helper. He's doing the rabbits right now. And I just said, hey, I'm gonna do the birds today because I wanted to take a look at them. I haven't been in here in a couple days really paying close enough attention. And little tweaks like that, you can save yourself a lot on feed. Take a look. Worms. Lots of worms. No mice, but worms, a lot of worms. It's weird that there's no mice. Might just be that it's been so cold they've kind of moved down into the ground. And we put all this straw out, so they've probably migrated to the straw. Super nice out. The weather is very deceptive in Tennessee, as I'm sure it is everywhere. Like right now, you want to go plant veggies. You want to put all your vegetables in your garden beds. And you might get a week or 2 weeks of beautiful weather, and then boom, real winter again. So your stuff starts sprouting, cold kills it, and it does nothing. Like right now, I want to pull all these straw bales out of here, spread them out on the ground so they can rot out and clean this coop out. Inevitably, if we do that, we'll have freezing weather again, and then the birds will be exposed. So we just wait. So I'm out here in Poopsville with Bugs the bunny. What up, bunny? Nose touch. Eating a sugar cookie. I do have a sugar cookie. Or is it a cinnamon sugar cookie? Or is it a snickerdoodle? Or snickerdoodle? Or snickerdoodle? Snickerdoodle?
I'm a snickerdoodle, what? Yeah, I'm a snickerdoodle, yeah. I may be a sweet cookie, but I pack that heat. Better watch a girl before she gets a taste of me. Cause I'm a snickerdoodle, what?
Milk would make them better, right, Alyssa? Milk and cookies? Milk makes everything better, right, Alyssa? I shouldn't have ate those 20 cookies. Is that fat marbling in there? That's tri-tip. Roasted Brussels sprouts, and then some gravy over garlic mash, potatoes. Blue Martins, they're supposed to be like bat, except nothing like a bat. They eat their body weight in bugs, supposedly. And you hear stuff like that. I don't know if that's the case. How do we really know? The contents of a stomach. They kill a blue martin and test it to make sure that they still eat their body weight. I don't know. Yeah, see, that's why this was so inexpensive. The nice ones of these are aluminum. This one is China. I would guess there's a thing in here that's made of paper that has words on it that might tell you what you need. Of course, we're not even gonna look at that. I just want to see the dimension of what size pipe this thing sits on. Man, it's actual newsprint. I haven't seen newspaper print in a decade more. They're selling us all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Now you can move your S&K pole anytime, anywhere. We're going to anyways, because we're going to take a piece of metal and hammer it in the ground, a pipe. We're going to find another pipe that fits inside that pipe, and we're going to just put it up in the air. I would guess there's a wing nut that goes in here, maybe. I didn't see on the box, hey, you need to buy this other stuff. But this one we will mess with later. I'll put this together, and then we'll haul it out there. I'll bet it doesn't just stay together. It looks like there should be some hardware. Yeah, and there might be. These, what I'm thinking is, let's hammer a piece of pipe in the ground, find a pipe that will sleeve into it, bring it up, run a T-bar across, just tack weld it on, and then we'll take a grinder on the top of the pipe, and we'll put a little cutter or channel so that these don't blow off when they're moving, so that this wire is down in the channel. I think it's going to be bigger than this. You could even use T-post as your top bar. You could use this all-track stuff even. What I pictured was this in the ground, a chunk of this, and then something like that into that. And we could even drill a hole in it. You could drill a hole in it and tap it with a wing nut or whatever, or hammer a piece of wood down to take up the slack.
You want the feeder that tall?
Yeah.
So I'll need at least another foot.
Well, I mean, I got to be able to get to the feeders. So put the feeders where they're eye height, basically, where we can still put feed in them. There's not a right or a wrong to it. I'm going to put a ton more bird feeders and stuff. These are just the first two. The easier it is to feed, the more apt we are to use it. Gonna just do it over here. I've got that chop saw sitting out already. We need to get that out of the weather. We need to put that punching bag up too. It's gonna hang it off one of those big beams in the garage. So this is how the punching bag goes, but I don't want to bolt this to the ground. I'm just gonna take the bag, hang it from one of the beams. We'll just have to get the lift out to do it. I wish I had more garage door opener switches. I wish we could open it from up front or from that door. We're going to smack that into the ground. And then this will be your T-piece here. Yeah, I would just make it even. Yep. Ooh, that's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Imagine if all the metal tools were all in one place. You're supposed to look directly at this, right?
With your eyes wide open.
I just got a face full of it. I don't know what I was thinking. Do you not need to grind that to get like the galvanizing and shit off of it?
Burning hot enough, it'll get to it. Usually you want to prep if it's structural or anything like that.
It's on fire. There's a good amount of smoke coming out that hole there. Smoking hole. Put your mouth on that hot part there and blow. Right on. All right. The birds will be happy. So Mick Strider built some tables. They were about this size. There were two 4x4s put together. They were like a 4x8, and they had a hasp on the side that you locked them together.
Yeah.
But they had casters, so it was at the height he wanted, and then the casters locked so it wouldn't roll. It was very, very stable. They hammered on that thing and welded on it and all kinds of stuff. Mick fabricated. He made bumpers for my Blazer, and like he's a really good fabricator. People don't realize, like he made motorcycles like from just raw metal. Beyond knife stuff, people don't realize what Mick is really capable of. He's done 4 or 5 motorcycles. I bought one that had like a lot of Sawzall blades in it. I bought that pack out one too. Pack out, pack out. It looks like she's having a seizure when she does it. Here's a set of mower blades. Anytime I have to go to the mower place, I always buy a set of blades. Sling blade, French fried taters, and mustard. We should have notched it, so we can't really get the notch where it needs to be with this saw without holding the saw. I could hold the saw over my head and you could just notch it. So we're gonna try the Sawzall. That's my shadow right there. It's magnificent. It's the best, believe it. It's the best shadow. Where's the rest of the blade?
Comes out. It's just shot.
Alright, let's go figure out where we're going to put this baby sledgehammer in the back seat of the truck. Why wouldn't it be in the back seat of the truck? Where else would you keep a baby sledgehammer? The dog chewed that up. Tasty. I wish he'd have chewed on that end. That is absolutely not going to work.
Need a bigger ground pipe.
And something to tighten this up with too.
I'll take care of that. I'll put a set screw in it.
Pipe, screwed.
Much rock.
Well, the problem is first 6 inches right there is soft dirt. Hi, what's up? No stinky breath.
So
she ate a
knows.
chicken. There was just like 2 feet hanging out her mouth when I found her.
I wonder if that's the duck.
No, the duck's fine. I saw her this morning.
Oh yeah. That's it. Deform the hole?
Yes.
Okay. I
You
will
need a
find
tool.
a crescent wrench.
Maybe. Why wouldn't there be a crescent wrench in the kitchen? Where do you keep your crescent wrench? This feeder right here, Royal Wing bird feeder, red barn with weather vane. And this one, seed and soot feeder. So it takes these blocks that go in the side. I think they're stuck in there.
Pierre, if you're watching, this is the right tool for every job.
Pierre sold all his tools and only owns a crescent wrench, a pair of vice grips, and a hammer now. And we'll just sit in chairs until birds show up. I wasn't gonna carry that thing like that.
That's not fun. I just don't want to make 2 trips.
Is that 50-pound bags? 100 pounds? See this bowl that sits here? You're never gonna see it again. The wind's gonna blow it someplace. So yeah, we'll see how it fares. I think once the wind starts kicking it though,
I think we're gonna have an issue out of this tiny pole.
Brute 32-gallon trash can once again. I wonder why there's no birds yet. It's been in there for like 1.5 minutes. You think it's apple juice?
No, it's definitely not apple.
Think I can pour that without? No, I got it.
Okay.
No?
It's gonna take a sip.
Oh, it's wine.
It is, man. Homemade wine.
It's really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Man. Killer wine. You've been making wine for probably 10 years or more.
I'm drunk already. I don't drink. Well, I do drink, but only at night,
Yeah.
and I'm in bed when I drink, so I don't know if I'm drunk or not. Did he grow the grapes?
He does grow blackberries, I think raspberries. I don't think he grows the grapes.
What is this made of?
That's either muscadine. That's probably muscadine, actually. Just by the color, it looks like it is.
Pretty good.
Delicious, man.
Would you like to know about snickerdoodles for fun and profit?
I would love to.
Snickerdoodles. These are the best cookies, right? When they're warm, your mouth cracks them.
Yeah, I'm a
Oh,
snickerdoodle.
they're still, holy moly. They're still gooey in the middle, like you. Yeah, man, they're so good. Oh, you're doing
I wanna
keto
see
now.
a man
You can't eat a cookie.
I'm a grown man. I can eat whatever
Aren't you doing
I want.
carnivore now?
Oh, definitely not a carnivore, man. I want to be stronger, faster.
I thought you were doing
smarter.
carnivore diet, so you can't eat carbs.
Man, I gotta stay with the ground. You know what I grow out of the ground is what I eat, bro.
Wait, vegan or freegan?
Megan.
Like
Actually,
Deegan from The Walking Dead? See, I'm drunk. It's the wine.
Angry vegan. I'm just kidding.
Dang, these are so good. You should have one.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
I'm a
one.
snickerdoodle.
You wanna have that one with me, or can I
You
get
can
my?
have all that half.
I wanna have that.
Yeah, I'm a snickerdoodle.
Oh my.
Jeremy made these
Oh,
this morning. Yeah, and then I ate 20 of them.
Now I'm gonna take this cookie that you bit off of it. I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna start an auction on Marketplace for a half-bitten cookie that John Willis had.
You should totally do that. Would you like some wine? I know you don't drink wine, but would you like to try some?
But I want to cook.
This wine's really good.
Yeah, I'm
You
a
should try it.
snickerdoodle. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Somebody asked on live feed, they're like, so do you not eat carbs, John? I never see you eat carbs. I'm like, I eat more carb than anything else
Dude,
probably.
when I come in here, every time I see John drinking
Yeah, I'm a
coffee
snickerdoodle.
and eating cake.
No, you don't.
I
If
know,
they're-
I do. It's
No,
either
you
a
don't.
brownie or it's cake, man.
Because Tad doesn't eat meat, and the only thing I have to offer him is cookies or cake.
Don't blame me for you eating.
Oh, hey, I got something really good. Oh, wait, you can't have it. It's got bacon. I have garlic mashed potatoes, which were amazing, and he made this gravy to go with them. There's the bacon right there. These Brussels sprouts right here were super good.
Ooh, those smell good.
But the bacon, you could pull them out and not eat the bacon. And that is tri-tip. It's so good. Makes you want to eat meat, doesn't it? Looks overcooked. It's not overcooked. He
Yeah, I'm a
cooks every
snickerdoodle.
piece one piece at a time by hand with love. That's mine. I got busy. There's a bird feeder out front now though.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, very.
So we had to cut some poles, weld some
Yeah, I'm a
poles, blow some
snickerdoodle.
holes through some
Yeah,
poles,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
re-weld the
I
holes
may
on the
be-
pole.
Holes, blowing holes.
Yeah, it rhymes because I'm a poet and I didn't know it. That's how I flow it and that's why I do it.
Oh my.
So you will eat a piece of meat?
I will eat a piece of meat if KB comes to the festival.
If you eat a piece of meat, I'll eat vegetables right now.
Listen, it's got to be meatless meat.
Did you call me Melissa?
I'll call you Melissa if you act like Melissa. If you act like John, I'll call you
I
John.
told you, it's the wine.
It is the wine. You took one sip.
I don't drink wine. Wine's good. You want some wine? Come here. We'll put it in this hollow roast wine cup.
The wind's blowing like super hard today. Have you been outside?
Yes, I've been outside a lot.
You
But
already tasted it.
yeah,
What kind is
alcohol.
Sir, yes. What's it taste like? 1 to 10. Give me 1 being the worst, 10 being the best.
I don't know how to judge. I haven't had like the last time I had wine for real.
It don't leave no bitter taste.
Boom.
Good.
My dad
Yeah.
took me to wine tastings at vineyards, right? No shit, the last time I had wine when I was 13 years old. Well, I had plum wine, but that doesn't really count because that's like Kool-Aid.
Then like say it's not cloudy.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Cash Only J, that's his rapper name.
Cash Only J.
Oh, Jackie will be wanting some too.
Jackie? Oh, Jackie. Jackie's probably been drinking wine all day. We can't top her off with anymore. Look at him looking in here.
She must have came.
We had a girl that would drink mini bottles on her lunch break, and she showed better drunk than when she wasn't drunk. Every lunch break, she was out there getting drunk.
Okay, let me get this. You
I got it.
this?
Yeah,
Okay.
one-handed, man.
Okay.
One thing.
1 to 10. 10 being the best, 1 being the worst.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
That's actually
Pretty good.
poison.
Don't you go to Alcoholics Anonymous?
I'm not.
Wait a minute. Did we just fuck your program up?
It's actually called 1 cup wine.
What does that
Got
mean?
more than 1 cup, you're going to sleep.
I just had 3 cups.
Cash Only J, he calls me 1 cup Tad every time I come to his house.
So it's your fault if my cell lines are crooked?
Oh,
You
no.
know that, right?
What
do
probably
that.
just happened is her
You're still
cell
good.
lines probably just got straight. You won't try it. I made beef jerky.
I'll smell that.
Very smelly.
Oh, wow. You do that yourself?
Yeah, Amanda told me how to make it.
It's a little dry. You should have taken it out yesterday morning, and you took it out like yesterday afternoon.
What's wrong with your face? Are you okay?
They were just asking me the same thing.
Well, no, I just meant the shitty look you just gave me.
It's stuck on my face.
Yeah, I'm not bitchy. Do you like chicken nuggets? Well, good news, you can eat McDonald's chicken nuggets now because they're not real meat.
Oh, that's perfect.
Man, I'm talking about realest, one of the realest to try. My family, SOE, got the